'Cause all I ever really wanted in this short life was you. Tell me who took your heart away.
Or whatever, like the story calls for one.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
Usually those children aren't super famous until their adult years. But with people now, like in the modern age, with like YouTube and everything, like
have you ever seen that
people
on
like
Facebook?
Jason Jacob Sartorius just go crazy.
Have you ever seen that Facebook thing where there's like this little girl? She's like 7 or 6 years old, and she does like makeup tutorials on Facebook. Have you ever seen her?
I haven't.
And she puts like 50 pounds of makeup on her, and there's only two sides to the argument, which is little girls shouldn't be putting on that much makeup, or she's so cute. And I think that both of those arguments are BS, because you shouldn't be judging someone else's kid, but at the same time, stop exposing your kid to be someone that's super popular.
Yeah.
Like, just stop that. It's like that kid who sounds like Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory with that whole video that kind of went viral about the flu vaccinations. And he was like, and everyone's like, oh, he's so cute, and he made this nice thing, it's a nice little presentation, and that's why we listen to him. That shouldn't be why your opinion is swayed just because some kid makes a nice little thing, and then he holds a piece of paper that says Mike, and he drops it, and they're like, yeah, now we're going to get all the vaccines. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't think it's healthy. Like you were saying with the makeup tutorial girl, I mean, it's not good to tell your child that, you need a lot of makeup to be popular.
Well,
or encourage that at all. I mean, I know girls are going to wear makeup. Doesn't matter how many times you tell them they don't need it. They're going to wear it because it's just the end thing now to wear makeup. And sometimes that means bucket loads. But on a child, I mean, that's like, gosh.
We aren't referring to anyone specific.
No. We're just
we're just saying in general.
In general,
some people need a little more love than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, there are guys that need it. There are guys that could use some makeup.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Just.
I mean, just
whatever.
Yeah.
It's
anyway.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. We are,
Yeah.
We are making.
Yeah.
You sound like that's not true.
Well, it is. It's just. No.
You're the one that's making. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
We're getting
that's
on.
Very true.
We're getting on to a different subject.
Girls,
here.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
You do you, fam.
Girls are gonna. Some guys are just not gonna think you're attractive, but there are others who will. So.
You are independent.
Yeah.
You don't need no man.
All right.
All right.
Topic number 2.
All right, Hillary. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yes, that is topic. That's a lot of clipping.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you want to know how I know that? Because we rehearsed. We rehearsed.
Yeah.
We rehearsed for 3 minutes. All right.
This is the loudest part of the segment so far.
We're doing good, Nathaniel. We don't need closer sound quality. All right, stop. You're messing up the sound.
Okay. So yeah, the big issues with Hillary
big
right
Armani
now.
jacket.
The Armani jacket that's tearing the nation. No pun intended. It's been ripping the nation.
That is a pun.
Anyway, so yeah, her jacket, which cost apparently between $7,000 and $12,000.
Yeah, I was seeing like some articles on CNBC, and they're like, well, it doesn't even cost that much. Okay, it doesn't even cost $12,000. It could, but it could also cost just $7,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's still a lot for a jacket.
For one piece of clothing. And they're trying to rip up like Donald Trump for, saying he buys $7,000 suits, but, he's not trying to brag about being one of the middle class like Hillary is. And I think he's just
Also,
he was more
efficient with his money because he bought a suit.
Yeah.
Hillary just bought a jacket.
Just one piece of her clothes, which another article on the same website, CNBC, was saying that Hillary's whole outfit could have gone into 6 figures.
Oh,
So,
no, her wardrobe.
Oh, her wardrobe. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, how much were those pants? Like, good
Grandma
Lord.
pants are getting expensive.
Yeah, like that's
They're saying that
$80,000
that she changed her wardrobe to fit in with the younger demographic, but I've never seen the younger demographic wear like straight jacket, bedazzled looking outfits.
She's just, I don't know, dude. Like, that's not
her jacket just looks like
relatable. I don't know.
Her jacket looks like someone, like, it makes her look like a character from Minecraft. Okay, it's very blocky. If we're gonna give some fashion advice here, blockiness is not good. You don't want to look like a square, Hillary, because then people are gonna call you a square. Yeah, she has shoulder pads, looking like she's a linebacker for the Tennessee Titans. Okay, I don't know, but Hillary, listen. I know you'll be listening. I know you'll be listening to this podcast.
Probably try to get it taken down or something.
So listen up, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna buy, okay? All right, listen to me.
I'm listening.
You're not Hillary.
I know, but I'm listening too.
I'm talking to Hillary. I ain't talking to you.
Right, but in case you were wondering,
all right.
I'm also listening.
I wasn't wondering. Listen.
I am.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna buy some Nikes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get some jeans,
mm-hmm.
Okay? Stop saying mm-hmm. I ain't even talking to you. Get a snapback, all right? And get a Nike Dry Fit athletic shirt, okay?
A sports bra.
And what you need to do is make that outfit work, all right?
Work it.
That's what you need to do. That snapback would go good with your short hair because people wouldn't know, they'd be like, is she a lesbian? Is she straight? You fit in with everybody.
Yeah.
Because the jeans and the Nikes, that fits in with the more hip and happening community. And the dry fit.
Make them skinny jeans.
Yeah. The dry fit shirt, that says you work out. So see, I just put the whole demographic on you clothing-wise. You see how I did that there? Now you're relatable, Hillary. Now, but you done goofed. You definitely done goofed with that $12,000, $7,000 jacket. Either way, it's worth more than a lot of cars.
Yeah. How much was your car?
$4,000.
$4,000. And it's in pretty nice condition.
No, it's not.
Aaron, come on.
Okay.
It's pretty
cheap.
nice
It's cheap to fix. It's cheap to fix. Okay. There's some stuff.
$4,000.
There's some stuff that needs to be fixed. It ain't that big of a deal. Whatever. But Hillary, listen. Okay. We know that you beat Bernie Sanders and you're happy and you wanted to get the celebratory jacket.
Good on you.
Yeah. If you want to spend $12,000 or $7,000 or
anywhere in between.
Yeah, anywhere in between on a jacket, do you, but don't say you're part of the middle class when you have some pretty big dimes to drop on a wardrobe, okay? 6 figures. 3 figures.
3 figures.
6 figures is a lot to drop on
just
some
on
clothes.
Yeah. Which means she got money to spare.
She got that money to spare.
So,
she got money to blow. You know what I'm saying?
No pun intended. Anyway, the next topic of conversation is the recent undocumented citizens valedictorians.
Comparison of the two.
Mm-hmm. The first one, Larissa Martinez, the girl who wrote the speech.
Now this was
gone viral.
Yeah, this
then.
Was in high school. This
mute that.
It's probably gonna autoplay.
Well, mute the okay.
Did it right in time. You don't get that ads in this radio show until we put ads in the radio show.
Stations.
All right, so WFAA News 8. They were the ones to talk about this story, but this was in McKinney, And all right, what was her name again?
Larissa Martinez.
Okay, talk. Let's hear the story, Ryan. Tell us about it.
Well, long story short, this girl and her sister and mother came over here. They're undocumented, and she became the valedictorian of her graduating class, and in her speech she revealed that none of her family was documented in the United States, and tried to basically make the point that even though they had a really hard background coming over here and that it's been hard trying to become documented citizens, that she can still do something great and still make a lot of accomplishments.
Now, my thing is, if you're actually trying to be a citizen, because I know that to become a citizen, it's a lot of work. I know that because I have a lot of friends from all walks of life, and I've heard the many stories that entail to be a American citizen, and it's a lot of work. But, I mean, now we're going to go to the other side of the story, which is also, I think this one's also in Texas.
Yeah.
Which is, now we're on thinkprogress.org. Thank you for this beautiful article title. They said, undocumented high school valedictorian. This is another one. This isn't the same one we were just talking about. This is another one. Valedictorian tweets her accomplishments, gets attacked by pro-Trump trolls. I really like that. I really like that. But anyways, so please.
Yeah, it's Texas again.
Yeah.
High school. Her name is Maita Lara.
That was terrible.
That's the only way to pronounce it. I don't know how else you would pronounce
Whatever.
that. Aaron.
Anyways,
you didn't read it.
I ain't going to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm letting you take control of this story. Okay.
Basically, her tweet.
Please tell the tweet.
Consisted 3 photos. One of just her. One with her with a bunch of flowers.
With Joey flowers.
One with a lot of her family members and still more flowers. Anyway, the caption of the tweet was, valedictorian, 4.5 GPA, full tuition paid for at UT, 13 cord/medals, nice legs, oh, and I'm undocumented, with a bunch of emojis. So basically, this girl did what Larissa Martinez did in a much more, how'd you say it, much more rude way, I guess.
No.
Is less.
She's very arrogant.
Yeah, very arrogant about it, and
she's like SpongeBob.
less dignified.
She's like
That's the word.
SpongeBob when he's saying I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Yeah.
She's saying I'm undocumented and I'm proud. I haven't heard anything about her trying to become a legal American citizen, and a lot of people are mad because obviously you are paying more tax for more immigrants that come in because they are not paying federal tax. They don't do taxes.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do taxes. You have to be an American citizen to do your taxes.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So then a bunch of people were saying, I did it legally. One person said nobody should get a shortcut, and then they started reporting her to the U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, which is kind of like she had it coming. If you're gonna just say I am proud to be undocumented and I'm proud to be an illegal immigrant, you kind of have that coming. Okay, we don't need more arrogant people feeding off America and hardworking taxpayers. I think people don't get it. People are like, what's the point then of being documented and undocumented? Well, if everyone was just undocumented, then we'd have just a mass overflow, and then we'd lose all of our money because everyone's trying to get jobs. We are our own country. You try and go to Mexico, and they're going to shoot you. They aren't going to let you in. But then they want us to let everybody in, and then they want us to let in refugees and stuff like that. But the other girl, the less arrogant one, the only problem I have is she still has some pretty snarky comments in her speech. I'll let you look that up. I think both of them were a little snarky, but this one was way more off the top, arrogant, and she just got what was coming to her, which is people reporting her to what's it called? The immigration services. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. I just think it's the other girl, at least, Martinez, she at least said she was trying to
At least she said that. At least she said that.
But this girl is just saying, like, I'm glad that I broke the law and came over here, and now I'm not going to fix it because that's the new popular thing to do.
Yeah. And everyone's just okay with it.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, yeah, it was whatever. It's whatever. And then, I mean, it doesn't matter how great you are, and if you're a CEO or whatever, it doesn't matter when you're an illegal immigrant. You're still part of the problem that America has right now. You're contributing to the debt because people aren't paying their taxes. That's how we make our money. That's how the government makes money. That's how we create money. Yeah. But they aren't doing that. And then everyone is saying, oh, well, why is that so bad? Just look into it. Just do your research.
Yeah, do some research.
Please.
All right, next topic.
Where are we at?
No, right down here at the bottom.
Okay.
A recent event, I think it happened yesterday
in Texas
morning.
This is a lot of Texas news.
Yeah, a lot of Texas news.
Even though we'll be international. We will conquer the world one day.
All right, Aaron.
With our podcast.
Okay.
And then we will be the only ones left. We will trademark podcast and we'll become the podcast bros.
That's not a slight against any other person who's done anything stupid like that. Just
forgive and forget is what I always say.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, so yesterday morning there was a shooting at Love Field Airport in Texas. It involved an officer. He was called onto the scene because a man named Sean Diamond was attacking his girlfriend at the airport.
You can see this video. This guy is going...
He's going nuts.
He's ape. He's going ape.
He's going berserk on this girl's car.
He gets out the car, and this is stuff that happens in Mesquite. He picks up a cone, like one of those big cones.
Yeah.
He holds it from the top, so the big plastic part's at the bottom, and he just, like, smashes the back of her window, picks it back up, does it to the front of her window, leaves it in there, gets some rocks, throws some rocks in the sides of her window, and this is when the cop comes. The cop gets the gun out because he's threatening to throw rocks at him as well, and even when the cop has the gun out, the guy is still not backing down. He isn't walking towards the cop yet. He's walking to the side, and he's walking towards, like, the airplane, like the airport's gate, like, to go inside. You know, you park and then you go inside, whatever. Basic human things. So he's walking towards that, but then he starts charging at the cop. The cop shoots him like 3 or 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
Guy goes down, and you're like, oh, it's done. And then no, the guy gets back up and tries to lunge at the cop again, and
shoots him 5 more times. 5 more times before the guy finally goes down. And, you know, the cop did...
I don't know if he actually died, though. I
He's
mean,
dead,
I would assume he did, but...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. This isn't Sean Diamond's first offenses. Like, he's had history with violence with his girlfriend.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is stuff that I knew about before.
Doing research on the Podshow Radio on YouTube. You can't find that. Man. You can't find that anywhere else. We do our research. We back it up.
Yeah, bro. But anyway, he apparently ran into a median near her house and broke 2 trees down. So he got, like, fined for that, I think. So this was another offense. And
he got fined, bro.
Apparently he... Oh my gosh, stop. Stop it. Apparently, he, as he was walking towards the officer, he apparently said, "You're just going to have to shoot me." And then he lunged at the officer, and the officer shot him, and he got back up and lunged again.
There was a guy with a taser there. There was, like, a security guy, and he didn't even shoot his taser. Like, even when the guy was lunging at the officer, he did not shoot his taser the whole entire time. I was wondering what that guy was doing. Obviously, these are high-pressure situations, so you can't just 100% blame people. You know, people make mistakes and whatever. But I know a lot of people would make that argument, well, the guy would have tased him. But there was 2 chances for him to tase the guy, and he did not tase the guy. So I think
I don't know.
A lot of people are going to say this is cop violence, I'm sure, and they're going to be talking about how he was preaching Jesus before he died. Just like, what's his name? What is his name?
There were multiple.
Yes, there's multiple,
Michael
but
Brown.
yeah, Michael Brown. Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know. He was clearly not, like, there's
You can
a lot
see
of
the
video footage.
Yeah, there's a lot of video, like, everywhere.
Clearly at fault. But, you know, the officer gave him so many chances to just get on the ground, but the guy kept walking. He shouted at least like 12 times, "Get on the ground, get on the ground." Guy kept walking towards him. The cop kept backing up.
And then he ran at him. That's when he started shooting.
It wasn't
when
until
the guy ran at
Diamond ran at the cop, that he started shooting him. And yeah, I mean, it just really sucks that a cop has to be, you know, afraid to enforce the law.
Well, the cop has to be ready to do that. Yeah, and he has to be. I mean, if this happened in like Chicago or something like that, you know there would be protests. You know that people would be like, okay, now it's time to protest. Come on, you know, all that. And there'd be looting and all that because everyone just thinks if you're a cop, you're a pig, pretty much. So, hopefully nothing like that happens here in Texas. We think we're the last refuge of logical thinking. Hopefully we are.
Yeah, but our moving on from there, our last topic.
We're already on the last topic, and it's at 26 minutes. We've gone. Man, this was a quick one.
This was a good one, though. I think this is a good length. Our last topic is the unfortunate death of Christina Grimmie. For those of you who don't know who she was a fairly famous YouTuber. She did a lot of covers.
She was pretty famous. On Facebook, she had like 2-point-something million likes or something. And she did YouTube, like, as her starting thing, as her starting platform. And I remember seeing a few of her things way a long time ago when she wasn't super popular and whatever. I know, I'm a hipster. I saw it first. But, yeah, she had one of the best voices I've ever heard. Like, she had just an amazing singing voice, and I don't say that about almost anybody because I think it's really hard to have a unique singing voice these days, but she had a really unique sound. I was surprised that she didn't win The Voice. She was also on The Voice.
Yeah, she placed third in that.
I was surprised she did not win because she was absolutely amazing. I was a huge fan of her. Like, her music itself, you could tell it was like it just needed some work, and she would have skyrocketed into popularity, and that's what she was getting ready to do, was make more music. She actually just released an album not that long ago, before all of this happened. This year, I think, she released an album, and yeah, it just really sucks because she made music that I would have never listened to, but when she did covers of it, I listened to it. And I think that's what makes someone a good artist, is when they can get you into listening to a song that you would have never listened to until they do a cover of it. Like, she did Titanium. I would have never listened to Titanium. I thought that song was lame. And she did her cover of Titanium, and I was like, that is an amazing cover. That and Just a Dream by, who is that by?
I don't remember. I don't really listen to much pop music, but
well, I'm gonna find it real quick.
Yeah,
but
still, it was really tragic. I mean, she was 22 years old.
Nelly, by Nelly.
Nelly, okay.
Yeah, I would have never I would have never listened to that unless I heard her version of it. That's the only reason I listened to that song, because as we were talking about, you don't listen to popular pop music that much, but the way she did it, she did music really well. Even when she just did it cover verbatim, pretty much, it was just doing it, just singing it and not switching anything else, really. She just made it better. She made a lot of songs better just with covers, and then her solo stuff is still good. It's still good.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, what happened was she was at a show in Orlando, and this happened. We were recording this podcast yesterday, but then it was kind of cut short, so we decided we were going to retry it and whatever.
Added a few new topics.
Yeah.
Like this one.
And, yeah, because this happened late
Yeah.
or early in the morning. This was, she got a show done in Orlando, and she was, like, signing, selling merchandise, signing stuff, meeting fans, whatever, and somehow the security didn't, which it was unarmed security that they had, and they did not find this guy who had 2 guns on him and a hunting knife. He shot her, and then her brother took the guy down before he could shoot anybody else, and then the guy shot himself. And then she was rushed to the hospital, but she didn't make it. And that just, like, any death makes you think about how quickly you can leave, But it's so tragic, and it shouldn't have happened. And it's a really tough thing, I'm sure, for fans to deal with, and for family especially to deal with. Her manager has a GoFundMe, which we're going to link in the description if you want to donate, but they wanted $4,000 for the funeral costs, I believe, and everything. And they're already at $34,000. So, I mean, if you want to still donate, that's totally fine. If you want to share it, that's fine as well. I mean, I kind of wanted to refrain from talking about this to an extent because I didn't want to be clickbaity or whatever, but at the same time, like, I've listened to her for a long time, and it's something that's been on my mind all day and whatever. So, I mean...
I would like to encourage everybody, though, other than the GoFundMe, let the family grieve and don't bring it up to them. Like, I know people tend to think that posting things on social media to the family members is a good idea, but really, it's not.
you don't want a constant reminder.
Yeah, don't bring it up at least for a long time.
Again, I mean, give them time to grieve. I mean, I know you guys are grieving as well. There's a lot of you out there, and she's obviously touched a lot of people's hearts with her music and everything else. So, I mean,
she'll live on. Music is the way to be immortal. So
just give the family time. Let the dust clear. Let it all settle. Let's not jump to any conclusions or anything like that. Everyone did what they could in that situation. So,
yeah.
Anyways, to end on that note, I felt like was fitting because, that's the most important story we can talk about is life in general. If we can talk about life and we can talk about, what is going on and how we can help people and everything else, that's what we want to do. That's what this podcast is about, is to just talk about things, joining conversations, and really getting the ball rolling. So remember to, if you like this video, like the video, and if you love it, then subscribe to us because we need that ad revenue. We need that money, Just kidding, but not really kidding. We're poor. And if you don't like it, well, then just push that dislike button. That's fine. We'll accept any like, whether it's a like or a dislike. Any of it is good. Anything is good at this point. We thank you, audience, for listening to us. We thank you for that one audience. You've been great. Anything else you'd like to add, Ryan?
No, not really. I think you covered it all pretty well.
I know I did.
Been a good episode. There you go. There's that arrogance.
Yeah. All right. Well,
thank you for listening.
Yeah. See y'all next time.